Man, it's been a couple weeks since we've been with you. After a few weeks after our big Talladega race, we're back here, grassroots here at Langley for our Spark Mini Stock preseason clash here at Langley, here on the Overdrive Automotive Media YouTube channel. My name's Cam Gillens, and it'll be a little bit different starting this clash. I'll have a co-announcer. It's our champion from last season, which would be the 13 of Jake Mockey.
How are you? How you doing tonight, Cam?
Yeah, not bad, Jake. It's just gonna be a fun night as we were playing around pre-practice and everything. That it seemed like
Absolutely.
gonna be a really tight race and everything tonight.
Absolutely. We were back here at Langley. We had a race here last season. This is our preseason race tonight, and
Mm-hmm.
as always, Langley is a pretty much one line track. If you can make an alternate line here, it'll be very interesting and tough. But
Mm-hmm.
we should see some good wheel-to-wheel action tonight, and maybe a little bumping and banging between these guys. But hopefully this clash tonight will be good. We got 11 drivers, I think maybe 10 drivers here tonight. So
Yeah, we're at 10.
decent field tonight. We should have some pretty good racing. We're gonna go through a 8-lap heat, a little bit of change tonight. The drivers
Ooh.
will actually hit a 1-lap qualifying and then an 8-lap heat. And then we will have, I believe it's a 50-lap feature for you all tonight. So we got some good racing lined up.
Yeah, be really good racing tonight. It's where we, as we spearhead our coverage tonight, as we're just the final few moments of pre-qualifying practice.
And just drivers stretching their legs a little bit, getting the feet underneath them, seeing what they can do here last minute before qualifying. We got some new names here tonight to Spark. Um, we got some regular old faces that have been here racing for a while, so should see a good mixture of a little fun running. See Ryan Rose doing some burnouts here, having some fun in pit lane.
Uh-huh.
Hey, that's what tonight's all about, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this.
We're out here stretching the legs, getting everyone warmed up for next week, for what should be a interesting first first race of the season.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think drivers are lined up to hit Las Vegas Motor Speedway next week. So
Which I'm really
a
excited
little,
for, being that it's my home track.
oh yeah, it'll be a fun one. It'll be these mile and a halves for these mini stocks are always
Mm-hmm.
they're always set up for some excitement. So
Mm-hmm.
next week should be a real fun race. But
Yeah.
tonight we're back with the old short track. I think we got, what is it, 4/10 of a mile here at
Mm-hmm.
Langley.
Mm-hmm.
So back to the old short track for the series. And I know this season don't have the schedule in front of us right now, but um, I know we got a good mixture of tracks this season. It should be a fun one
Mm-hmm.
for everyone that comes out. And if you're looking to sign up here and join up with us last minute, I know registration will always be open for this series. It is a free
Mm-hmm.
series that Spark puts on, and y'all want to come out and race on Sunday nights, you're more than welcome to come and race.
Yeah, so if y'all haven't been with us, we have three different series. We're kind of doing a little bit different compared to last season, where it was or excuse me, four series.
Or
So
series, yeah.
so we have the mini stocks, the street stocks, and then we've changed it to ARCA, and then back to the trucks, which what we were doing when I was barely came into the service. So
So there's a little bit of change on the pre-series, the pre series on Mondays. I don't know if they've made any announcements yet, but should be exciting when Spark puts that out there. I've heard some interesting rumors of what we could be getting here
Mm.
for that series. Street stocks will still be a part of it. I don't think they'll be gone completely, but it'll be a little bit different on Monday nights before the new ARCA series, which we're both going to be racing ourselves tomorrow night, Cam.
Yeah, I know. Me and Jake, along with one of our racers, that's just pretty much just went to the top of the board here with 36 of Jacob Nickerson. We did actually a pre-race earlier with the AI at Daytona for tomorrow night, and it was pretty much a ball. So
Oh, it was a blast. It'll be fun tomorrow night.
yeah,
We got some movement around here. The drivers only have one lap qualifying before this heat race here, and Ryan Rose now our leader with a 17.229. And then the Phillips brothers rounding off the top three right behind them.
yeah.
Those two are, I will tell you from racing with those guys regularly, the big fast drivers. They are ones to watch here.
Mm-hmm.
Both Ryan and Scotty are very, very good short track drivers. So Ryan has a handful with that those two cars squaring them off here at the start. Jacob himself getting up to fourth, our P2 finisher last season.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Rapp finishing fifth there as well. Paul Hahn, a new driver here in Spark, finishing off in that sixth position with Rob Liedel, James Barker going seventh and eighth, and Will Jennings, a new driver here, finishing ninth position, and Larry Poling, good old Larry Poling in the 69, rounding back the field in 10th. Larry the legend, man. It's
Yeah.
great to see Larry back here running these.
He seemed like he was pretty excited to return to these cars, so it's always good to have
You
him.
know, when I first joined here in Spark, Larry was running, I believe, the Truck Series, and it's always great to see Larry out here. We enjoy having Larry around, and having him race, and at least one series here still is a great time.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Larry's a Vietnam vet who's out here racing, and he is the man. He's a great guy. We all love Larry. So
So,
these drivers should be getting ready for the heat race here in a minute.
as a what was it, a 5 minute qualifying session? We're waiting for maybe a few more drivers.
Possibly a few more drivers.
Yeah.
Maybe an advancement of the session, but
So we got about a minute 15 seconds. So as like I
yeah,
said during our the practice earlier, it was really really tight getting on the brakes and kind of have to hold it straight to the middle of the corner and kind of gently on the exit off.
yeah. The track is a little warm here tonight. We got 105 track temps right now in the qualifying session. See if it changes up in the race a bit, but 82 degrees ambient is what we're looking at currently. So it's a little warm. Track should be a little tight, but I mean the main thing these drivers are going to want to focus on tonight is gripping that bottom lane
Mm-hmm.
as low to that yellow line as they can, because tire preservation is massive in these cars. And if you could keep those tires under you with a potential 50 lap uh, green flag race here, you're going to need them because
Yeah.
they fall off here at Langley pretty quickly if you overdrive them. So
And
it'll be an interesting race here, but I think we got some decent drivers that can hold their tires under them, and I think we got a good race lined up for us here.
okay, it looks like we're getting ready to hop into that 8 lap heat race. It looks like it
Sir,
is a single. Looks like single heat. So
Single heat, I believe that's what we're looking at here for the season.
Mm-hmm.
Try to keep them all in one heat, just a little bit of preheat before the race. Short track isn't right without a little heat race in, right?
Yeah.
So get that little heat race out of the way.
Mhm.
See where you can maybe progress up through the field before the feature and see what we got for us. But the drivers are out there heading out under our pace lap currently, and we'll see where everyone's stacked up here.
Yeah. So like Jake was saying, our top 5 is starting on the pole is the 78 of Ryan Rose. Outside is 27 of Ryan Phillips. Then it looks like it is Scotty Phillips in third, followed by Jacob Nickerson on the outside in fourth. Then round top 5 starting is the 52 of Johnny Rapp. Looks like we're about a
Yeah.
half a lap to go before we go green.
Yes, sir. We're going green here as these drivers come around turn 3. Going green on the flag stand. It is green flag. Drivers are off. With a great jump by Ryan Phillips on the outside. Ripping that outside lane. We got a new leader off the start of this first lap here.
Looks
With
like
some
our
3 wide action almost in the back here.
Yeah, it looks like our buddy, the 36 of Jacob Nickerson's had a little bit of troubles here off the start.
As these front two are still side by side for the lead. Ryan Rose just getting back ahead.
Looks like that 29 of Scotty Phillips is just trying to chase them all down.
So we still got 2 wide in the middle there. Paul Hahn, James Barker currently. The rest of the field has started to single file out as we come halfway through this heat race.
So it looks like Ryan Rose has still got the leads. As the 29 of Scotty Phillips gets underneath the 27 of Ryan Phillips. And he completes the pass.
Nice move there by Scotty Phillips. Scotty used to race the late models here in Spark. Missed a season or 2, but he's back racing in Spark. And it's great to see Scotty back out here because he's a good competitive driver. As he starts chasing down the leader, Ryan Rose here. Got some battling back here. Liedl and James Barker side by side as James goes wide. Opening the door for Jacob Nickerson down low. Possibly Paul Hahn as well.
Oof. Sorry, a
A little bit of door banging.
Yep. Took the words right out of my mouth there. Let's go up front again. Looks like Scotty has caught Ryan.
And this should be the white flag lap here for the heat race.
Just gently
As
coming
your
across
winner
the
is
line.
our pole sitter, Ryan Rose. And that is the first racing laps completed here for the preseason. Woo, as our leader Ryan Rose
found
goes
the jump.
through the
Found the jump.
Right, we get a little warm-up session here before. So quickly before we start, I can actually, at this moment, I don't have a graphic for UKM, but I do have a schedule for us.
Oh, nice.
So next week, starting the season, did change. So I'm not sure from the graphic that I have, but I know we are racing at Las Vegas Motor Speedway to start the season off. The following week after that, we will be at Concord. Not everyone's favorite track, but a track that will be a very fun race at in these cars nonetheless. Then we will be off for the Memorial Day weekend, and then back to racing at USA, Southern National. Following that, then we will have a road course race at Tsukuba. That'll be an interesting turn of events for these drivers to change it up for them. And Lima Land and Hickory are the next two races after that, with a break before that as well. And then we will have a free race that is a non-points race coming back from that second break. An interesting race that I believe I will be doing some in-car commentating at Lernerville. So hitting the dirt track in these cars. And then the final two races of the season will be at Lanier and South Boston. So we got a pretty diverse schedule for drivers this season. A little bit more diverse than last season, but it should be a blast nonetheless.
Yeah.
Got a good mix of everything. Some short track, dirt track, road course. You got everything you're going to want in a league series. As we come to the final 35 seconds here, the warm-up. Paul Hahn leading this session currently. Got some good pace here. Track temps have started to cool down a little bit. We're looking at 97 degrees currently on track. Should make it a little bit easier for drivers to make these corners in the future if that's if the temperature keeps decreasing here.
Yeah,
Langley is not a tough. Go ahead.
Oh, all right, so it just definitely makes this very tight corners a little bit easier on the tires.
I mean, we got a 4/10 of a mile track here with only 6 degrees of banking in the corners, so it is not the most generous banking for turning a car.
Yeah.
Especially these mini stocks, so we're going to look and see what these drivers could do. Ooh, temperatures have jumped back up to about 107 here for the feature. So they have not gone the way that we were hoping, but that'll make it a lot more interesting.
Guess as we pull up, here's our starting lineup for tonight's race. So like you said, starting in first is the 78 of Ryan Rose. Second is the 27 of Ryan Phillips. Starting in third is the 29 of Scotty Phillips. Fourth is the 36 of Jacob Nickerson. Fifth is the 52 of Johnny Rapp.
A little jumbled up there, Cam.
Is it?
We're gonna still look. Yeah, that was the heat race. It's all right. Only difference: Scotty's in P2, Ryan's P3, Johnny's in P4. It's all right.
Preseason
preseason it's tough to work out. No worries. But fifth we have Rob Liedl. Sixth we have Jacob Nickerson. Seventh, the number 7 with Paul Hahn. Lucky number 7 there. In eighth we have the 77 of James Barker. Ninth we have the 420 of Will Jennings. And rounding out the back of the field, the good old 69 of Larry Poling. Drivers get ready to go green here for 50 laps as we round out through turn 3. And we got a green flag here with a great jump by Ryan Rose on the inside. Got some interesting action back there with Liedl taking the apron. As drivers start to thin out here, we go single file through the entire field. Ryan Rose leading the field here. Scotty Phillips, tight in tow.
Looks like Ryan Phillips is starting to catch the leading two as we see Scotty get right up to tank slap Ryan Rose right there.
Scotty just trying to find a way to get underneath that that bumper of Ryan Rose as they bunch up here off of turn 2. Those front 3 are tightly packed. Johnny Raps catching right back on the bumper there of Ryan Phillips.
Looks like Jacob Dickerson's just right in tow. A little bit car length back from Rap there.
Ooh, we got some action for the lead here. Scotty looking underneath. So we got some excitement. Ryan Rose just trying to hang on to her. It's going to be fun working through all these Ryans and Phillips this season, but we got some tight action here. Ryan Phillips starts to trail off a little bit from this front 2. Scotty just trying to find a way to get underneath of Ryan Rose. Langley is a tough track to do that at. We got some door banging back there on the wall through the field. I mean, technically there are 3 lanes here at Langley, but only one of them is the racing lane. If you try to go up high, it is not what you want for momentum, especially in these mini stocks, which are all momentum based.
Yes, they are. It looks like we're starting to see more and more shade down on the track, so that track temp should be starting to come down a little bit.
Taking a little look here, it's telling me we got 96 in the shade, so hopefully we got a track cooling down a little bit. Not sure how fast iRacing reacts to that, but cooler track temps mean a little bit easier grip, more grip for these guys as
Oof.
Front 2 go down to the apron. Ryan Rose just blocking off any attempt of Scotty Phillips here.
He's trying to find any lane to get past Ryan there.
That apron is a possible lane for a pass. It's very hard to make that pass on that apron, though. I will confirm.
I think we've both done it, though.
Yeah, it is. It is hard. It is a tough move to accomplish, but you can pull it off.
Ooh.
So these front 2 just start beating and banging with Ryan Phillips just catching back up here on the bumper of his brother. The rest of the field is starting to trail back out a little bit. We have 2 battles of 2.
Looks like Lidl's starting to get back up to Nickerson a little bit.
Rob Lidl, while not a Spark Series, has been taking part in the iRacing Super Late Model Tour lately. He's been getting a couple of wins here and doing pretty good in that short track Late Model Series. So he's been getting his fill of these short tracks lately. Let's see if he can pull off some moves here late in this race as we go 16 laps in. As the leaders start to catch up on our lap traffic here. Weedle did get by Jacob Nickerson, putting himself into the 5th position as Scotty remains all over the bumper. Oh, and he gets underneath of Ryan Rose here. At turn 4, we might have a new leader. Oh, Ryan Rose just edges back out in front going into turn 1. Those 2 are all over it.
He's just edging his way closer. So it looks like we're about caught up to Larry Pauling there.
Our first lap car of the evening. Let's see if he gives our leaders a proper lane here to pass. It is not Larry's job to give them a lane, though, as this is an oval race. Oh, as he gets into the back of our leader. Everyone makes it through cleanly. That's not what I was talking about, where it's not his job to let everyone pass. A little bit of meeting in the middle there off of turn 4. Everyone makes it through just fine.
Looks like 7 of Paul Hahn and 77 of James Barker got by the 36 of Jacob Nickerson.
Didn't see what happened there, but Jacob Nickerson is looking for a caution probably at this point. Hoping to just pull everyone back in a little bit, maybe get some fresh tires. As we hit lap 23 here.
As we're all
Almost
just
halfway through the race.
Yep.
So our leaders are about straight behind the next lap car here.
Oh,
as Scotty Phillips gets underneath of Ryan Rose finally and takes the lead.
Oh.
Jacob Nickerson and Paul Hahn back here fighting door to door as well. We got some battling through the field here, almost halfway through the race.
So Ryan Rose tries to get back underneath Scotty there.
Those two have been side by side now for 2 laps as we are halfway through this race.
The 27, Ryan Phillips is just trying to figure out a way to round these other two.
Just trying to see where he can fit in and maybe steal the lead here with these two battling. They catch up on some lap traffic here shortly. Ryan Rose gets back underneath of Scotty Phillips and takes the lead. But they are still side by side here going through turns 1 and 2. If I were Scotty Phillips, I would want to get off of that outside. He's just cooking those tires the longer he sits out there. They go into the wall there.
Oh.
Single it back out. We're catching up here on our next lap car, about 2.5 seconds up ahead. Ooh, what a crossover move there. Almost pulled it off. This battle for the front 3 is tight.
Oh.
Scotty gets sideways.
Almost takes him to the grass right there.
See if lap traffic starts to play a part here into this battle. As they start to catch up here to the back of the 420 car, Will Jennings. Those 3 are under a blanket right now together. One wrong move from one of these drivers and we will have a new leader. It just not sure which one we got as Scotty Phillips starts beating on the back of Ryan Rose.
Oh.
As we pass the lap traffic and get a little squirrely.
Say Ryan Phillips, he's just, I think, just kind of holding back, seeing if those front 2 leaders makes a mistake.
If I know Ryan Phillips good enough, I would say he's wading in the waters here, waiting for some chaos with these front 2.
Yep.
Ryan is a very patient driver, and he will wait for his moment. So the rest of the field is single file. Johnny Rapp's still there, sitting in 4th place with Rob Liedel in 5th. James Barker 6th. Paul Hahn in 7th. Jacob Nickerson in 8th. Will Jennings in 9th. And Larry Poling 10th place here. As these front 3 are still separated by maybe 0.3 of a second at best.
Looks like Scotty's fallen off a little bit to Ryan there.
He may have cooked those tires a little bit on that outside lane like I was talking about before. You want to run that bottom in the corners here, otherwise you will burn them up, and these tires fall off pretty decently through over about a 50 lap stretch like this. They will fall off pretty well, so Scotty making a move for the lead again, though. Getting underneath Ryan Rose as I say all that. So we got a new leader across the line.
It looks like as both. So we got new leader as Scotty Phillips at 29 and Ryan Phillips got around Ryan Rose there. So it looks like Ryan Rose is now on the back end of Ryan Phillips is trying to get back around Scotty there.
Scotty starts to pull away a little bit as Ryan looks to be doing a little bit of blocking for his brother here. I know these two have been finishing 1-2 in some officials lately, so they are looking to finish 1-2 in a league race here tonight. This is the only battle on track currently. Everyone has single filed and stretched out a little bit here. The gap to Rose over our leader Phillips now is 6 to 7 tenths of a second, as I think Ryan Rose may have burned his tires up a little bit too much as he starts to watch the Phillips brothers just drive away from him here. As we come to 5 laps to go here. I think our battle is now between the two Phillips brothers looking here at the finish as they go side by side almost.
So Ryan's thinking about it.
Those two making things interesting as we come to the finish here. They are pulling away from Ryan Rose. For a bidding incident here, I think one of these Phillips brothers is going to be our winner. So see if they can keep it clean here with 2 to go as they come over across this line. And start to catch a little bit of lap traffic here. I don't know if it'll come into play here at the finish. And we have white flag out. Leader Scotty Phillips, the 29 car, being chased down by 27. His brother Ryan Phillips as they go into turn 3. And I believe this is Scotty Phillips' race. And what a return to Spark here with a win in our preseason clash at Langley Speedway for the 29 of Scotty Phillips. Rounding out the rest of the field here, 27, Ryan Phillips, and P2. The 78, Ryan Rose, and P3. The 52, Johnny Rapp, finishing there in P4 where he started. The 80 of Rob Liedl, finishing P5. James Barker getting 2 spots here in the feature, finishing in P6. Lucky number 7 of Paul Hahn, finishing where he started, P7. Jacob Nickerson finishing at P8. Will Jennings and Larry Poling rounding out the back of our field as the Phillips brothers do a little bit of celebrating there on the start-finish line. I'll let you do the honors whenever you're ready, Cam.
Okay, let's go. See, all right, looks like our third place driver is ready to come in the booth. Let's get him into the booth. That's the 78 of Ryan Rose. Ryan, this is Cam and Jake in the booth, you guys.
Yes, I do.
So that was a pretty interesting race between you and the Phillips brothers.
Yeah. Sucks we couldn't come up on top, but yeah, I got moved out of the groove a little bit and like lost concentration for just a second. Yeah, and it was done from there. I think my tires were done like lap 20. I wasn't even keeping track of how many laps there were because I didn't care. And yeah, I burnt my shit up a lot, like lap 20. Sorry for cussing on the broadcast. But yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah, you were doing a great job there, holding the lead, finishing the heat race there on pole. But unfortunately, your tires just couldn't hold through there. But it's hard fighting 2 versus 1 sometimes, you know.
Oh yeah.
I've been in your shoes against those Phillips brothers, and they're ruthless sometimes.
Oh yeah. I mean, I thought I could have came up on top, but I just didn't have the skill in me, and I didn't have the car. Because I this is like my first time really running street or not street stocks, but mini stocks. And yeah, I didn't really have much uh skill in this car, so yeah, it is what it is.
Regardless, you got a podium out it, so congratulations on your P3 finish tonight. Well, we got you. You want to thank anyone?
Yeah. My mom, my dad, Brett's Electric. They're not on this car, but they're on my other cars, and they help me out in real life a lot. And yeah.
Well, congratulations on your P3 finish here tonight, Ryan. We hope to see you competing for the rest of the season, and maybe getting a win here if you stick around. It's always good to have you on track, so thanks for coming out tonight, and congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a good one, brother.
Okay.
Let's see. We'll pull these Phillips brothers up here to the broadcast booth since they're just waiting around. But I'll get the P2 finisher here of Ryan Phillips. Let's see if we can get him in the booth.
We got under you. Oh.
Hey, Ryan, you got us here in the booth?
Got you, fellas.
Congratulations on your P2 finish here tonight. Anything with those tires tonight? That's the one interesting point that we got. Anything that you got for us on those tires? Were you heating them up? Were they falling off for you? What do you got for us?
You could heat up the right front pretty good, but my tires were good. I mean, I was at 89 and 91, so fronts and rears. But my front was a little hot there, trying to chase down Scotty right at the end there. But I was just kind of trying to let these two battle it out, see what happened.
Yeah, that was my theory in the race. I had a feel like you were waiting back there in the waters, just waiting for some chaos. So
yeah, I missed my chance the first time Scotty got underneath him, underneath Ryan. I wasn't there, and Ryan was able to cross him over. But the second time, I was like, I'm not missing this opportunity. We beat and bang a little bit, but it was great.
You guys put on a show for us. Cam, you got anything for Ryan?
No, it's pretty much, you pretty much covered what I was just gonna say. So,
well, congratulations on your P2 finish here tonight, Ryan. Anyone you want to thank here?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my little brother for winning. Good job, buddy. I'm getting tired of seeing your ass in on the tonight. Finished second to him twice tonight. Big Fast Racing, Overcut, Sim Planner. You running any kind of long distance sims, Overcut's the place to be. So check them out. Other than that, Mythic Metals, all the sponsors for Sparks, It's really cool what they're doing over here. Very happy to be a part of this league. So check out all the sponsors, support them. And besides that, Big Fast Racing. 1-2.
There we go, brother. Well, congratulations on your finish tonight. And you take care, brother.
Thanks, buddy.
And that was our P2 finisher of Ryan Phillips. And now we will bring in the P1, our winner of the night, the 29 of Scotty Phillips. Scotty P, you got us?
I got you guys. What's up?
Congratulations on the win tonight, brother. We saw you chasing down Ryan Rose all night, hanging on his bumper. Were you just trying to save tires? We saw you get loose a little bit and sideways in turn 3, but what was this race like for you tonight?
Yeah, man, it was like the first 30 laps I was just trying to save. And then I started realizing that I better make my move eventually, you know. And I was just talking to Ryan in the waiting room. He said he burnt his stuff up pretty early, so he was just trying to hold us off as long as he could. It was a blast, though. As much as you can beat and big in these cars, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, these cars could take a ferocious beating on those doors, but you guys did a great job and got through some chaos there at one point, but you guys finished all within a second of each other, so podium was a great battle through those 50 laps. Anything for him, Cam?
Nope.
Another one. No worries. Well, anyone you want to thank here tonight, Ryan?
I'll thank my bro Ryan, and then you guys for putting on the broadcast in this race. It's pretty awesome. I wish we would run these cars more. They're a blast. So that's it.
Well, you'll show up here on Sundays. You'll run more often.
Very true. Very true.
But it's great to see you back here. It's great to see you back on the top step of the podium here against Scotty P. It's always great to have you on track. So congratulations on winning tonight and taking home the win here for the Spark Me Stock Clash.
Right on. Thank you guys.
You have a good night, brother.
You too.
All right, Cam. Well, I would say that was a successful evening.
Yeah, it's what exactly what we anticipated. Just quite a bit of short track racing, door slamming, bumper tagging. Yeah, pretty much what we had anticipated. It was a nice battle between the Phillips brothers and then our pole sitter, the 78 of Ryan Rose. So
It was a heated battle from start to finish between those three, and they kept it going from lap 1 to lap 50. But what a battle for the win here tonight, and yeah, it was a great clash, I would say.
yes, it was. All right, that about does it for us. From my name is Cam, and that was Jake Mockey. We're for Overdrive Automotive Media. Thank you for joining us. And like Jake said earlier, our actual start of the season is next week there at Vegas, which I'm very excited about. Hope you
home race for you, brother.
Yep. Hope you all join us and enjoy as much as we're going to. And you guys have a good rest of your night.
Take care, everyone.